Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. It's been a hot minute since I filmed. It's been almost a year. And if you're new here, welcome. But if you're not, you know that's not new. I started this YouTube channel 2020. I started in 2020 and it's 2026. And so you guys seen me get into Waterloo. You've seen me graduate from Waterloo. You've seen me intern at Apple. You've seen me now quit my job at Apple. And to be clear, I quit my team. I didn't quit Apple fully yet. My last day is November 1st in San Diego, and I am so excited for my next chapter, even though I'm not sure what that will be. I'm either deciding to go back to school, do Matcha by Miriam full-time in Toronto, or I will continue at Apple, or I'll find a new job in tech in California. But the world is so big, God is so good. I know I will find my way. This video today is going to be a serious one. And I feel like it's something that's not new because, as you guys know, I do suffer from depression, and I was diagnosed with depression and anxiety in Waterloo back in 2024. So this is not something new. We already knew I had depression. I'm not surprised I had depression, and I'm not surprised I will have it again in the future, and that's why it's very important for me to find ways to help that not happen for myself, and also to help anyone watching that's going through a really toxic work environment, because it is not okay. No matter which company you work for, whichever place you are located, situated, toxic workplace is not tolerated, especially at big tech companies. First of all, especially at big tech companies, because they don't pay you cents compared to how much money they make in order for you to go through depression, anxiety, suicidal thoughts, ending up in the mental hospital like I did. Whew, okay. Before I get into this video, I do want to say that I don't think what happened to me is normal. Apple is an amazing place to work at. I worked there for a year as an intern in San Francisco, the Apple Park building, as a Safari intern under the most amazing management team. And this was the same management team I was under in San Diego, and it was a complete different experience. I want to start off by saying that I was the only girl on the team. I started this job in August, so it's been a year. I started this job in August. The first 3 months were pretty good. I thought my teammates were on my side. They were my friends. We were all the same age. I was the only girl, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be friends with them. Not like best friends, but I'll invite them to my birthday. They'll be around. Long story short, I found out that they wanted me to get fired because I wasn't pushing enough code. But I'm under automation and quality engineering, so our job is to file radars and find bugs, not whatever they said I was not doing. I also moved in with my second roommate in San Diego because my first roommates didn't work out. They were two sisters. Honestly, I actually have a lot of love for them because they were really good people. I kind of messed up because I was recently diagnosed with ADHD and possibly I'm a little autistic. So we already knew this. I already knew I was autistic because I've lost a couple of friends in my life because of how confrontational I am when I'm angry. When I'm angry, I just say whatever I want. And sometimes I say things to people that I love the most to hurt them because they hurt me. So that's something I'm also resolving because this year was a shitstorm. I got sent to the hospital. I got put into treatment. I got diagnosed, and now we're on the road to recovery. I am not medicated. I also want to say that because I found ways to calm my nervous system through acupuncture, yoga, and a good community and friends and family, and a special friend of mine. So I do want to say that before I get into this video, because I don't want people watching this to think that what happened to me is normal in big tech. I want them to watch this video and think, okay, if something like this happens to me, I'm going to go straight to management and solve it before I end up in the hospital. That's my whole goal of this video. That's the thesis of this video. That's the message of this video. It's so that no one else goes through what I did, because what I went through is probably one of the most severe cases at Apple. The legal team got involved, the people team got involved, and I literally have to relocate myself to a new city because I had a spot in San Diego that I was like, that's where I'm gonna pass away. And I had no community. I moved in with this girl who ended up dating my coworker, who cheated on her fiance to be with this guy. No name dropping because that's not nice. But it's tough because, like, I hold a lot of value for my friends, especially my roommates, because in Waterloo, I had 5 of the most incredible roommates, and not once did they do anything like this. And I've only known this girl since November, and she's hurt me in ways that no one else has ever hurt me in, and she's brought out some wounds of myself that I thought couldn't be brought up. And I keep asking God, like, why did I have to go through this last year? And so, I don't know. I don't know why I had to go through what I did last year, but it was not okay. Long story short, the people on my team wanted to get me fired because my performance wasn't great, but my manager has never told me my performance is never great. I took that literally, and then I went on a solo trip. The timing was crazy. The solo trip to Japan was the worst week of my life. I thought when I came back, I was going to get fired. I thought I wouldn't have a job. I thought that, life is over. We survived it. We came back in one piece, thankfully, from Japan to San Diego. And then I went to Toronto. That was kind of nice because, I got to escape reality, but I was so depressed that I couldn't even enjoy my time in Toronto. I didn't even see many friends. My sister's like, oh no, not again. My mom's like, oh no, not again. My dad's like, shit, here we go again. So, I've been depressed before. This is my 3rd time. So that's why I thought I was bipolar, because this has happened to me 3 times now. First time, ACL surgery. Second time, identity crisis, job crisis, religion crisis. 3rd time, work. Toxic work environment at Apple. You wouldn't think on the Safari, contacts, communication platforms. And I want to say this is only in San Diego. The jobs in the Bay are so, so, so great. That team, that org in general is just incredible. Incredible. I don't know why we end up here. Anyways, I do have a court case. Will I use it? I don't know. It's it depends on how healed I become and where I decide to go after November 1st. I do have some ideas. I think I'm leaning towards school in Matcha by Miriam because I didn't have a good time at Waterloo because I was so stressed. Now I'm not stressed. I know I will make good money regardless of where I go because my intentions are pure. My intentions from day one at Apple were always pure. My intentions were always never to hurt anyone because I know God and I know karma will come back and bite you in the ass 10 times harder. Maybe I had a bad roommate the second time around because the first time around I was not a good roommate. So I do see perspective and I do try to see the other side, but this one I couldn't. So let's say that there's a guy named H on my team. Initially, pretty nice guy, but I knew he didn't like me because when I was an intern, I met him and I kind of said that, you probably joined Apple because you got laid off at your previous company. I didn't mean it to hurt anyone, but it did come off rude, and I understand. So he didn't like me from the beginning. The other guy on my team, he wanted to get me fired because I think he thought I was dumb and, not a good engineer. But I am a good engineer. I am. And we squashed beef. Me and him, we're good. I've apologized. He's apologized. But H has not apologized. B, my roommate, my ex-roommate, and his girl also didn't apologize. So it's a rough situation because she owes me a lot of money because we split rent equally, where I was paying the same amount as she was, but her room was double my size. So that's another court case, but that one's an easy win because I just need to show that her room was so much larger than mine. But long story short, she hurt me because she's been going around the office telling people that I'm Magduna, which means going crazy in Arabic. Magula, I don't know. She's been telling new hires that, and she's been telling people on her team. And every time I confront her, she's like, oh, I haven't been telling anyone. So that's haram. Anyways, we move on. But long story short, I was bullied the last year. I was put on the dirty work. I was not given any opportunities to grow. I was given the task that no one wanted to do for 4 months. I worked weekends, I worked weekdays, I worked long hours. I kept working. I even dreamt about work because like it got so bad. I dreamt about like our software platform automation tool. It got really, really bad. And like if I didn't go home in May, the first week of May, I probably wouldn't be here. Because home, Toronto, to me is my safe place. My parents are the most incredible people I ever met in my entire life. I got so lucky with my parents. Like, I say this all the time, like, my parents were a match. Like, there's no way. I hope I don't get evil eye from this, but like, you know when something's so pure that evil eye can't get to it? It's one of those things. And they gave me the most incredible gift ever, my sister. My sister is like the most talented person ever, and she got 4 interviews at Apple, and she didn't get a full-time or internship because there was better people. So I know this market is cooked, and that's why I'm a little nervous that like I quit a job without knowing what's next, but I know I can go back to school. I know I can do that. My grades weren't great, but I do have experience, and I wouldn't mind going to like not the best school, but you know, it's like I had to go through this to learn. But I just wanted to make this video and say, like, if you're going through something really bad at work and you don't have a community, I understand. I understand you. I feel you. I've been there. This year was shit. Only after WWDC did I feel better, and that was because we got an intern. Shout out intern. She wasn't even my intern, but I made her my intern because I'm like, you know what? I'm bringing you wherever I end up next. I'm joking, but I'm sure she'll get a job. She's so talented, so smart, so kind, so amazing. She really helped me get out of this. And the reason why I brought this up to management is because these guys were trying to do something similar to her. And I was like, no. She's my sister's age. We are not making her hate her job like I do. So, long story short, I found some ways to cope with this. I can make a whole nother video, but my number one advice is if you're a woman in tech, find an ally that will support you, man or female. Now I have 3 allies, and they're all managers. So we will get out of this. We will pull through out of this. It has taken a lot of time. I still don't think I'm healed, but I do think I have a calm nervous system. I do yoga once a week. I do acupuncture once a week. I take myself to the farmer's market once a week, but I will be outside of San Diego after November 1st. And where I go next is no one's business. So please, pretty please don't message me. You can ask and help or give advice. I'm very open to advice and feedback on if this video is okay to post. I don't know, whatever. But yeah, I didn't expose any names. Obviously, it's very easy to find who it is. But I just wanted to say, be nice to each other, especially at work. I know you don't pick who you want to work with, but be nice because things do impact you more than you think. And it will come back to you and hurt you in ways that you wouldn't think. And I'm very, very thankful that I'm a confrontational person, even though it's taken people out of my life, because I don't want this to happen to anyone else. I really don't. I didn't have friends. I didn't have a job. All the girlfriends that I met in San Diego were fake. Like literally so fake to the point where I noticed they were fake when I got uninvited from a July 4th event because I wasn't close friends, but I organized an event for them. And then the next day on Instagram, I saw 30 of them at the event, and they were all like work people. And I'm like, if I'm not close friends, then you're not my friend. You're not my friend, and fuck you. Anyways, I hope you have a happy Sunday. I hope if you don't believe in God that you're somewhat spiritual, because that's what helped me out of it. God helped me out of it. My parents helped me out of it. My sister, my friends, my Toronto friends, my Muslim friends, my Bay Area friends. I love you all. I love you all so much. Thank you so much for being there for me. Thank you for just, giving me a place to speak and to share my stories, because I know it will help others. The last time I did something like this, I got over 100 DMs telling me, oh my God, I felt the same way at Waterloo. So we're not alone. We got this. We will get through it. We're badass bitches. Like, we are smart, capable women in tech. Like, we're so hot. Like, if we're this hot, obviously our brains work too, because we look hot because we are hot and our brains think hot. Anyways, I don't know what I'm saying now. Now, this is my autistic side. But I hope you have a great day, and I will see you all later.